Hello, in this Bootstrap 4 video we're going to look at button dropdowns. A button dropdown is a mixture between a button group and a regular button. Basically you have a button group and within that you have a button which is what you click and then a drop down menu appears. So to actually get started, the first thing that we need to do, I've just added these break lines here just so it looks a little better on the website, but you don't need to do that. And so like I said, the first thing you'll need is a div, and this div is going to be the button group. We have a separate video on button groups in this series, so check that out. It'd be best if you watch that before watching this video. And within it we're going to add a button like we have before. We're just going to add one particular type of button styled in a particular way, but you can add an outline button, a small button, whatever type of button you want, that's totally up to you. So for the type, it's going to be button. For the class, it's going to be btn-primary. Like I said, you can add whatever type of button you want. I'm just going to keep it simple and add a primary button. And now you just put a class of dropdown-toggle. Now we need to do data-toggle. And within this we have drop down, and we need to do area dash has pop up, this is spelled pop up correctly, equals true. So this just allows you to actually pop up. Area dash expanded equals false. And now what we can just do is close this button and just put some text inside the button. I'm gonna put click me exclamation mark. Now after the button itself we're gonna add another div, and inside this div, or what I should say is this div needs to have a class of drop down menu. So this is all the menu items that will appear once you click the button and the drop down menu appears. So for this just put ahref equals drop down dash item. Now just put a href. I'm just going to keep it simple and just put I'm going to put our website, but you can obviously put whatever you want. You can put a particular part on your web page, reload the current web page and send it a get variable, or just go somewhere else entirely. And inside here I'm just going to put button 1, and that's how you create basically a drop down menu. I'm going to copy and paste this so we got several drop down items. The format is exactly the same. Yeah, 3 should be enough. I'm going to put 2, 2, 3. Save that. Now if we go to our web browser, refresh, so we got our button. So you got a little, I believe that's called the caret symbol right there, and if I click that, a button. Now that's not how it's meant to look. So let's go back to our code and have a look at what is missing or what has gone wrong, because like I said, it shouldn't look like that. Man, let's make sure we got everything correct. Drop down menu, drop down item, everything looks all good here. Let's have a look before this. So we got button btn-primary drop down dash toggle, data dash toggle is drop down. Then for the area has pop up, make sure I spelled all of this correctly, equals true. Area dash expanded equals false. So something about this it ain't liking. So let's just have another look. We got btn-group type equals button. I'm positive it's something linked to this. Oh, there we go. I didn't put it as a class, I put it as a href. You're probably laughing at me thinking, what is this guy doing adding 2 hrefs and saying class? If we go back, refresh, this doesn't look different, but when I click on it, this is how it's meant to look. So we got the 3 different menu items. You may have seen in websites that have drop downs, they have like a little divider that divides some of the menu items. That's built into Bootstrap as well. And to add a divider is simple. Just do a div where you want the divider to be placed. Make sure you have the class of dropdown-divider. Don't need to put any text inside it because it's just empty. And now you can simply just put another item. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Oopsie daisy. Use the wrong keyboard shortcut for copying. And I'm actually going to just put the text sign out. This doesn't do anything. There you go, we've got our divider and we've got our fourth button, which is after the divider. The reason I just put sign out is because on a lot of websites, when you are logged in on Sonar Learning as well, our education platform, when you go to something like the top right, click a drop down, it's usually like a profile button. You have something like my profile, so there's some more info, some more pages that are linked to your profile, and then usually it's separated and it says sign out. So I thought it'd just be pretty cool to show you that. What you can also do is a split drop down button, and a split drop down button is very similar, but the button itself and the drop down toggle are separated. So you could have a default click action, alternatively you could have a drop down as well. So let's just show you that. It's really simple to implement. So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste this because it's essentially the same as this. So all we need to do is add another button, and this button right here, button is just like we've done buttons before, a type of button class equals btn. I'm going to put primary, and for this I'm going to put click me. And now this is all set up. If we just save it, it's going to look slightly dodgy, but when we click on it, when we refresh, we got essentially two buttons. We click this one, this is just a regular button, that's part of this drop down. Or when we click this one, we have a drop down menu. We don't want this text, it doesn't look very good. You can have it if you want it, but generally what you want to do is enclose the text inside a span tag, which has a class of SR only, which is for screen readers. So that way the actual drop down itself is empty in terms of text, but screen readers have something to go by when they are being used. So we got a regular button and we got our alternative drop down as well. So usually these items will be linked in some way to the original button, but they will provide alternative options. So to make your drop down bigger or smaller, all you have to do, we're not actually going to do this for you, we want you to try this out yourself, but simply where you've used buttons, add a button sizing. So if you just check out the buttons video in this series, you'll see how to do sizing with buttons. Just add the class and you're all good to go. That's the beauty of this. It's no different from how you usually would do buttons in terms of styling and sizing and that sort of stuff. It's just an extension of that. It's just using buttons and enhancing them. Finally, the last thing we're going to show you is drop up, because at the moment when I click any of these, they drop down, but you may want them to drop up, and to do that you simply add a class to the div that has btn-group called drop up. So that's simple. Refresh, and now we have this dropping up. That's all you have to do to make your drop down menu be a drop up menu. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on sonarlearning.co.uk/questions.php. That's our free education platform with thousands of completely free videos. There'll be a link in the description, so you don't need to remember it. Plus there'll be another link in the description to the source code from this video and the source code from all the videos in this series, so check that out. Please rate, comment and subscribe, as it does really help keep the content free. Plus it also helps us provide more content like this. If you got any requests in terms of video, let us know, so you can post it on Sonar Learning, or there'll be an email address in the description as well. So just ask if you want a video and we will help accommodate that. And as usual, thank you for watching and I hope you have a great day.